Welcome back to my Farming Simulator 25 small equipment playthrough series. It's been a little bit of time since the last time I recorded. Not very long in real life, but a month or two has passed in game. The only real thing that's different is that we have a little bit more cash now because because we sold off some goods from the greenhouse. But what we're gonna do today is we're gonna be doing a cultivating contract. So right off the bat, this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna take the Farmall Super H into town, and I'm going to pick up a second cultivator because this is a bigger field, and so the price of the cultivator will actually be compensated for by the cost or the payoff from the contract. So that should be good. That should work out just fine. But we will be using both the new tractor and the Farmall H or cultivation on this field. And it's really close by too, which is one of the reasons why I'm taking this contract. It's very conveniently close by. But this is going to take a little while because this is a slower tractor, so I'm just going to fast forward through the rest of this. Oh, excuse me, I'll see you on the other side of that. Alright, we are back at the farm. I'm just gonna park this guy right near the road because I'm gonna send an AI worker over to the field while I get the other tractor set up, and then we'll head over in the little blue tractor, the New Holland. So let's see, create job, set destination. Alright, off he goes. Or, she goes, I think. Now, let's get hooked up. It's a bit hard to get used to the zero turn, but I can handle it. Oh. Alright. Turn the headlights on because it's raining and we don't want other people not to spot us. And off we go on that short little trip. Alright. Coming. Already gotten there. Coming that way. That way. Yeah, this tractor's a little bit slow. Well, more than a little bit slow. It goes 7 miles an hour, which is slower even than the farm lawn. But, you know, it's a crawler tractor. What can you do? But, it should avail itself pretty well in the field, I think. Right now, turns coming up here. And swing her over to the left. It is a cute little tractor, isn't it? And I guess we're gonna get to see how fuel efficient it is. I'm not sure how fuel efficient methane engines are. All right. Let's get the AI worker started on the up and downs. We'll handle the headlands. Don't work the headlands, just do the up and downs. Oh. Alright, we need to accept the contract. Cultivating. Accept contract. Yep. Alright. Don't do the headland, do the up and downs. Alright, with 2 people, we should make decently quick work of this. So, I'll get started on the headlands. This would take ages with just one tractor. Ooh, this thing is speedy with the dragger, with the cultivator. Proceed to this headland. What an awesome little tractor. A deer! Hey deer. Wow, he hasn't noticed us. Maybe he just doesn't care. That's awesome. We're already 11% done. That's pretty good. Visibility, not the best because of what I think is the methane tank on the back. But other than that, this thing is a pretty neat unit. I've seen in real life these things can fold down the rollover protection system, but I don't think that's an option in game. Wow, he's making good progress. Good. Yeah, so once we're done the headlands, I'll start on the up and downs from the other direction. And hopefully we can just meet in the middle, or somewhere close to it. Up. So it looks like 3 laps of the headlands. I don't know. I might do time lapse once we're on the up and downs. I'm not sure. I think it will depend on how far along he is once we're on to the up and downs. If he's decently far along, then we can start the time lapse. But if he's not, then we'll let the time lapse take hold. And this thing just maneuvers so well. I guess that is one of the things with crawler tractors, is they're just super maneuverable. Oh, the deer's still there. He really is just chilling out. A lot like seeing deer around where I live. Well, around where I live, they're pretty skittish, and for good reason, because of hunters and cars. You know, but, well, you know, unfortunately, the deer population is pretty out of control in the northeast of America. So that's the deer population isn't necessarily great, but at the same time, I don't wish any harm on individual deer, really. Alright, you're gonna have to wait for me there, buddy. There we go. What a nifty little tractor. I do like that New Holland blue. I remember when I was a little kid, I rode on my papa's tractor, which was a New Holland. That was pretty cool. And that's one of the reasons, well, probably the big reason why I like New Holland. Other than that, they're from Pennsylvania originally, which is where I live for now. But, yeah, they're cool looking tractors. I like their design. It looks like we're already close to halfway done. So I might not do a time lapse on this, because we're doing this really quick. I honestly didn't realize how quick work we would make of this field. I think these harrows are each 3 meters wide. And so together we've got a working width of 6 meters, which is, you know, a lot, needless to say. So I guess it does make sense that we're working this field pretty quick. So, you know, fast forward might not be needed if I can keep the conversation going, which hopefully I can. My could just point out the deer every time we look over to it. Oh, is the deer gone? No, it's still there. He's still chilling. I love the deer. The zero turn is it's a little bit tough to get used to, but I'll get used to it. It's just, crawler tractors are just really cool. I love crawler tractors. That's one of the reasons why I picked this tractor over other more powerful and slightly more economical tractors, is because it's a crawler. It's just neat, you know? Alright. I think proceeding to the up and downs will scare that deer off, unfortunately. I joked about commentating on the deer every time I see it, but it's hard not to. No, it's just a little guy. I'm just gonna drag out this line here. Oh yeah, lowering the implement down at absolutely no cost to forward speed is great. Now that's when zero turn is pretty cool. Just turning around like that on a dime. It's like driving a bobcat. There the deer goes. Sorry for scaring you off, Mr. Deer. Or, I don't know. How do you tell if a deer is a Mr. or a Mrs.? Somebody tell me in the comments. I'm not the most skilled animal spotter. I guess actually, male deer have horns, right? Or antlers. I don't think that deer had an antler, so it's probably a girl. Oh my god. She doesn't mind the tractor at all. Maybe the AI farmhand just has a way with nature. Whoa. Alright, turn it around too much. There we go. Pretty cool. The turning radius is just... There we go. The turning radius is just excellent. We're already almost 3/4 done. What a quick trip. How have you not bothered the deer? How is that possible? These deer are... Maybe I just have bad deer aura. Maybe deer just don't like me. Maybe the deer love everybody except for me. Maybe it's the bright blue tractor. That could be it. Maybe they don't like the smell of methane. Actually, that's fair. I don't like the smell of methane either. That would be, I think that would be a downside to a methane-powered tractor, is the stink. At least, I assume it would stink from the exhaust as much as methane stinks in real life. Like, I mean, as a gas, like, I would assume it would stink, like, feel like I'm explaining myself poorly. I'm wondering if burnt methane smells bad also, is what I'm wondering. Maybe it burns off the bad smell. So I'm not quite sure where to fill this thing up with methane. You can't get methane at a gas station. Maybe at the biogas plant, which is quite literally on the opposite side of the map to my farm. So, yeah, I guess, well, it's easy to put this thing in the trailer, so not a big deal. Overcorrected a bit there. There we go. Deer's just chilling out. I joked that I'd commentate on the deer every time I saw it. And I thought it was a joke, but it might not be as much of a joke as I thought it was. It's just so cool to see wildlife in video games. It feels like, I don't know, it's just cool. It's cool to see wildlife in real life, and I guess even though this isn't real life, it's cool to see wildlife in this too. I'm surprised he hasn't been scared off though, as I approach ever closer in my tractor that she seemingly hates. Zero turn. There we go. Contract's finished up. Nope, let me get... There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna set this tractor to... Oh! There she goes. I'm gonna set this tractor to be driven back to the homestead. Then I'll go get mine. Let's see. Take the contract money. Awesome. That was so quick. Oh yeah, and our goats. Our goats reproduced, which is awesome because it means we're gonna make even more goats. Well, I mean, obviously, but we're gonna make even more goat milk. Which is, like I said, awesome. I wish you could make goat cheese in this game. Actually, you might be able to with a dairy, but I don't have a dairy. Alright, off she goes. Hey, she's got my hairstyle. Oh my god, the deer is still hanging out. Oh hey, I guess you can get water at that water tower. I did not know that. Still, it's a lot more convenient to have the water at our farm. Beep beep. Goodbye, dear. this is a rubber tracked crawler, so you can, I mean, obviously it's not ideal to take it on the road because of how gosh darn slow it is, but we can take it on the road. Well, you can also take an iron tracked tractor on the road, but you really shouldn't. I think you would get in trouble for that, actually. It's a bit like taking a tank on the road, except in a tank they're not going to pull you over. And it'll tear up concrete just the same. Iron track tractors really do just belong in the field. I could have gotten the iron tracked, more powerful version of this tractor, but I opted for the little rubber track methane powered guy. And I think it was an okay decision. Though methane does seem to be burning pretty quick. Which is, I guess that answers the question about fuel economy. I'd say it's roughly similar. I mean, I guess just out of tank size, similar consumption to the 1206, but the cultivator, similar consumption rate. Well, I don't know if it's the same rate as the 1206. I don't really know how you compare consumption rates with a methane powered vehicle. Back her in. Headlights off. Then we're going to do the same with the farm wall. I always call this tractor the farm wall, even though both of our tractors, or I guess not both of our tractors anymore, 2 of our now 3 tractors, they're both farm walls. But I don't really think of the 1206 as a farm wall. It's not row crop, and it's not, I mean, it's not just a small little tractor like a farm wall. It's a big honking tractor. So I guess I just don't see it as a farm wall. I have been considering, and I know this is going to sound ridiculous, we just bought a tractor and I'm considering buying another, but I think if we were to get another tractor, I would love for it to be a tricycle 1206, just because that would be friggin' cool. But, alright. Alright. And, I think that's it for today. Well, no, I'll handle the veggies next time. But, in the meantime, have a good one, everybody, and, thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.